Mayday!
Wasteman!
Send help!
Wasteman!
Now you gotta stop
9,
streaming and start over.
8,
Okay, that's
7,
fine.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Don't say 3.
2,
That's an Illuminati number.
1.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the first ever Wastemans Podcast. I am your host, the Big Cheese, coming to you live late night.
Why are you detouring your fucking mic? You get out my goddamn ear.
I'm trying to do a freaking late night smooth jazz type video.
Yeah, but you're supposed to kind of like cover up your mouth and not like
No, you
pop
sound like a
the microphone.
no,
Like,
you sound like a DJ doing a fucking like a rap show. You're like, yeah. That's how you sound right now. Like,
All right, start over. Start over.
Start over what?
all right. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Does the intro play first, or do I just go?
Nigga.
All right, we're off to a good
I'm
start.
gonna change my shirt.
So we have Dakota here. You have myself. Decepticons joining us today, and so is Tyrone. Basically, this is just the inaugural podcast, I would say. We're just basically talking shit, talking about anything. It's really, well, describe best the podcast about nothing, basically.
Yeah, we're
kind of like Seinfeld.
That show sucks.
But we already have an intro and stuff made from a couple months ago. We've been trying to get this shit rolling for a while now. But yeah, really,
This is the prologue for the first episode. This doesn't really count. This is just us practicing. So if you guys have any comments, leave them.
basically, yeah.
And that doesn't mean leave them in the section. That means leave them with where you have them in your brain.
Well, yep, I thought that's what he meant. Yep, I just gonna ask, did he mean leave them in the comments or did he mean leave them just okay?
Nah, just leave them in your pocket. Don't even talk to us.
But yeah, this idea came to me a couple months ago because we always have some wild conversations in Discord, and anyone who's tuned into the Sep stream or my stream or Tyrone's stream sometimes or Shiro's stream even, you most likely heard us talk about some wild shit, do wild shit too, and like it's just a lot of antics, I would say, that happens in this Discord. So
Yeah,
you
and a
wanted to
disclaimer-
just get that captured.
And the disclaimer is we're not PC at all. So if we use derogatory terms and you're mad about it, you can just you can leave.
Whoa. He can't
Don't
say
listen to Dakota. He may use some derogatory terms. I myself won't use any derogatory terms.
Nah, I'm going off.
that. No.
Yeah,
You need to
see.
relax.
As you'll come to know, each of us is a bit different. I think I'm pretty laid back. Sometimes I do have my screaming moment where I'm mad at a game or I'm mad at someone, specifically Kiyoya. Dakota is a conspiracy theorist.
He's
he
an
has a
angry
conspiracy.
woman. That's what he is. He's a very angry woman. Like, let me just say this real quick. Like, it took us how long just to do this? Like, to just get to this point, and then mind you, Dakota want to restart over and over again to get his stupid intro down that he didn't even know what he was doing.
I'm
He's
stupid.
deep
You're
thoughting
the one who made it.
No, you're here. Hey everybody, it's the Big Cheese here. Or 907. Like, you just deep throat the mic every 10 seconds in my ear. All right, that's Alien. That's Dakota. Tyrone's the one that's the black dude you see on your Twitch stream. All right, and I'm Decepy, aka Decepticon or Deception, or whatever you want to call me. Here we are. Let's get to it.
That's Giuseppe Coon.
Like I was saying, we all have our own quirks and interests and stuff like that. Dakota, like I said, he's a conspiracy theorist. He has
let's
a
get on the
theory
hush
for
hush. I don't want
everything.
the Illuminati.
He has a theory about everything.
You mean the Illuminati after you? Wait, what are you talking about? Why do you
Let's skip over that, please. Moving on.
skip over what? No, let's talk about it.
For what?
Let's talk about
No, like chill out.
it.
For example, He believes there are lizard people in our government and in the public eye, like on TV and
All
stuff
right,
like
so now I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be awful.
I mean, it was gonna happen from the lack of nutrition from your diet of veggies and shit. But yeah, you know.
Oh shit.
He thinks. Oh, he's also vegetarian / vegan. I think he's trying to
how about we
become
just all
vegan.
introduce ourselves in a line or a circle or a square since there's 4 of us. Let's start with Tyrone.
What do you mean start with Tyrone? It's my channel.
Actually, no. Let's start with you. So you wanna
People might not know about you
put the
yet.
attention away from yourself? Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Start with me. All right.
Yeah.
My name's Dakota, but you can call me the Big Cheese because every time I come in, I'm the Big Cheese.
That doesn't make sense.
It's not supposed to. Anyway.
All right.
What can I say about myself? I mean, I don't want people to know about me, so you'll just figure it out when I'm
That was the
talking.
whole point. You just, oh my.
Moving on to the next person.
If anything alone, that was the greatest introduction he could have possibly.
That was the only introduction you could have done, and
Okay.
that fucked it up.
If you want to know about me, listen to me and find out. Dummy.
Quick question, Tyrone. Do you have any music playing while we do this right now?
Oh no, I don't.
You should put on
Okay.
some music in the background. That way it's just not silence while we just talk to each other.
Smoke some weed
That's
too, so
what-
they know.
No. It's better to add that in post.
Yeah,
Like,
because it won't sound like it won't.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you're right.
because
I
that way
forgot.
we could choose what to add. and
Yeah,
all
what
that
to
stuff.
Like
change.
wacky
and-
sound
yeah.
effects and shit like that.
Yeah, like.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, that's
all
the
right.
next. Oh, we need a soundboard. Okay,
All right.
that's
So,
fine.
alright.
All Lion or Alien or what was another?
Captain Canada.
Captain Canada. I have a bunch of different nicknames. Matt calls me a derogatory term sometimes. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh my god.
I like gaming. I like music. I made beats. Sometimes I still do. Not really. It's just. I'll get into it some other day. But basically, it's just I get kind of overwhelmed when I'm making that shit. But yeah, aside from that, I like basketball.
Tyrone, turn on your webcam. And
Bulls-
smoke
Bulls
some
are
weed
my
so they know
team.
We're cool.
What do you? Okay. Oh, the world knows. We're going to anyway, but it's out
All
there.
right, go ahead, Tyrone.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Hello, as many of you put my name. I wanted to, or I'm the one that forced this to happen today. This was
Shout out to you.
this wasn't planned at all. I forced all this.
All right, kids. I'm responsible for everything.
Okay, you don't have to be an asshole. All right,
Okay.
keep going.
But I'm your, I'm just the local pop. His basement. It,
Is it regular
Can-
lemonade?
nah, it's
It's
like,
not. What is it?
It's like peach milk.
Oh, I love that.
It's
Too bad it's full of
Peach milk?
sugar.
no
Peach,
lemonade.
just peach flavored.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
peach
flavored lemonade, and then have peach punch. That's my favorite.
That actually sounds fire.
Dude, I'm drinking it right now.
All right, and last but not least, the set. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. For fuck's sakes. All right. My name's Decepticon Swag, aka Decepticon, Deception, Decepi, Decept. The Bussy Destroyer, whatever you want to call me, I'm that name.
No one calls you Wussy Destroyer.
Plenty of people call me Bussy Destroyer. Dakota calls me that every
No, I
night.
don't.
Now, I make beats. I like to stream, random stuff, play games, mostly fighters. I'm 6 foot. I'm black. I got dreads.
Oh yeah,
live
we're
in
all
Black.
black except for Elion.
Yeah. I have glasses. Honestly, that ain't nothing really interesting about me. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, there's nothing interesting about me. But well, you'll see as soon as we start streaming more and more, and you get to know us. That we all have our own personalities and all that jazz, and we each have our own opinions about certain things.
Yeah,
Some
we're
of
not
us are a
mind
little-
control robots.
some of us are a little more off the wall mentally than others in certain cases, like that just now. But yeah, let's go with that.
Oh man.
Oh, I like traps and
Oh my god.
Buddhists. Yeah, there we go. That's very important to know.
That's a big
All right,
thing.
cool. That's very important. All right, that's all I want.
You may hear us occasionally talk about like our and stuff like that. Because Dakota and I both work in retail. I work at Best Buy. He works at where you work now? Urban Outfitters.
I just quit my job at Express. I currently work at Urban Outfitters and Abercrombie.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, I always have some wild stories because I personally sell phones at Best Buy, so I always have some interesting stories, kind of stuff. But Dakota quit his job over.
That's not true. All right, now we're not starting with that.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, so Dakota had another job.
Here comes the lie, people.
He quit. Okay, and he quit his job because said female did not show the same affection that he had for her. So the smartest thing he could think of was to quit his job entirely and just pack up and start a new life.
Basically, and when we asked him before we found out that he had a manager he was into, he just said, "Oh, I don't like it there anymore." And then he said he wanted to go back after a couple of months after working at Express. Anyways, that's another story, but yeah.
Pretty much.
You'll hear us talk about anime and stuff too, because we all have different taste in anime and stuff like that.
Anime, females. Dakota not so much about females because he hates women for some reason.
I don't hate women.
I literally asked you yesterday, do you hate women? Yes.
That's another thing.
I genuinely asked you that.
Sorry, do you have the shadow play?
Outlandish person here because he'll, like I said, he has some awful wall theories. He thinks some women are. Well,
you said you would headbutt Tiffany Haddish. Like, I can't even get over that. He said he would headbutt Tiffany Haddish.
Let's be honest. Who wouldn't headbutt Tiffany Haddish?
Hold on. Who's Tiffany Haddish?
The loud chick that was in the Kevin Hart movie.
The very ghetto black woman who got in a whole bunch of movies for doing nothing except signing her life away.
Too, or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so who do you think is a man?
I need you to roll.
Let's not go into this field. Let's just talk about something else.
Okay.
Oh, no, let's do this.
Let's do this on a later episode.
Oh yeah, how about we talk about how we all met? How about we start off with that? How did we all meet each other?
I'll start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, I used to watch a streamer, a YouTuber, and then I found out he started streaming. So I joined a live stream one day, and or not one day, but I've been in a couple of live streams. And then one day, Bowman sent me an invite to the and then I joined, and then it was pretty fun. It was a lot of people.
When did you become like an active user in that Discord?
Oh, so we're doing that.
Let me think. I think it was my freshman year of not high school, freshman year of
college.
College, yeah.
Right.
Okay. I think so. Yeah. Freshman year of college.
Because that was what, 2016, right?
2015.
2015, 2016.
Yeah.
I joined the Discord in 2015. Like, same thing as you. Bowman sent me an invite, and I joined in 2015 December. But I didn't really become an active user until like May, because I had a gaming PC, but it wasn't the best. So in May, I upgraded, like I built a totally new PC and stuff like that, and that's when I really started hop. But before that, I would like kind of just join, see what everyone was up to, ask some questions, stuff like that. But other than that, I wasn't really an active member then. But like May 2016 is like when I started being an active member, and I met a couple of you guys. Actually, I was following Decept way before that. I remember on Twitter, I was following him a long time ago.
Really?
Before the Discord started or anything like that, because I would always see him like retweet stuff. GI would post and all that, and I was like, oh, this guy seems like a cool guy. And I followed him.
And then you found out he was a trap-loving weirdo, yeah.
Yeah, just like how we were all surprised to find out you weren't a girl.
Okay, kid.
What about you, Tyrone?
Let's see if I can fish
Similar to what Dakota said, I was it was just one day. I remember you just turn off your thing.
I'm fixing my camera because they kept lagging.
I was in the chat one day, and I remember it was like one podcast right before like one of their first few E3s, And they were like, hey man, it's GI versus the world, blah blah blah. Was eating right now into that bullshit, right? And then I feel like after that, I got a job a year after. Typed in the chat, I was like, hey yo, when I start working and stuff, I'm a subscribe, shit like that, and I did. And I was like, hey, and this was around the time when Discord started getting popular. We had made a Discord, and I was like, hey, I wonder if there's any, they've made one community. I was like, oh, I'm gonna just go and then I got a DM. I think I probably still have it. No, wait, no, I don't, because that was on my old account. But we don't talk about it. And then I got it. And then after that, I was in here. I met everybody. The first person I had to act, other than like staff and stuff like that, I had to with Purple. Like after they moved me into a room, like and everyone went and whatever, there was only Purple there. I remember because it sounded like a white guy, and I was like, "Hey, here's a white guy in here." Oh snap, that's dope. And he was like, "Hey, what do you play?" I was like, "Oh, I play like the league every once in a while, like that Siege." And he was like, "Hey, you gonna fit in well." Ever since then, that's been my homie, bro. Like,
I don't even know if he remembers that. Yeah, I think I do remember when I joined. Like, I was moved into like the top room, and I think it was Decept and Kaz, and they were just talking about. I think it was them. I forget though. It was somebody, and they were just talking about how the Discord works and what the rules are. And I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." And then like after that, like a year has passed or so, and I just started going crazy. So.
Yeah, you definitely did. I don't have a story like that because I was in that Discord before you guys. My first interactions with people was with Grim. Yeah, it was with Grim. Basically the one reason I wanted to get on PC so badly was Paragon. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Paragon was the game that got me into PC gaming.
Oh yeah, RIP.
I was playing that game heavy PC, and then it was Bowman and Krim playing. This was before when Bowman would talk. It was just Krim, and he was like, "Hey, you want to play?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I found out about Krim and his baboonry, how he screams and all that, and then that's how I also met Latino. I remember one of the first games I played with Latino, this man was just going at it at me, and I just fucking spazzed out, closed Discord, turned off my PC. I was like, I'm not doing
it. Wasn't Chaos? Chaos skills?
No, that was definitely Latino. You know how Latino says, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Oh my, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, he did that to me. That was the first moment I met him. That shit really pissed me off because I didn't know many people in the Discord other than, was it Toasty, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at the time, I was just playing by myself, Paragon.
Right.
These guys, and that kind of expanded from there. But yeah, that's
cool.
That's pretty much it from me.
Yeah.
You just haven't joined the latest, I'm pretty sure. Well, not the latest, but like
I was on the later end.
Yeah.
I got this was around time around 2015, like Elion, early 2016, and at the time I moved to Hawaii, and I just had a laptop. Not even this gaming laptop, like just a regular HP laptop that I had since like middle school, like 9th grade middle school, and I didn't know what Discord was. I'd never heard of it, nothing. And Avatar, this is before I like actually was talking to y'all. I was just talking through streams and stuff. And so Avatar messaged me on Twitter, and he's like, "Hey, you know, all the other guys in the stream and stuff, we're in this Discord. You should join." And I was like, "Cool. What the hell is Discord?" And he had to explain to me what it was. I was like, "Oh, it's like a voice chat thing." And at the time, I didn't have a headset and all that. You know, I didn't even know about. I heard of PC gaming and stuff, but I didn't have a gaming PC, so I didn't have a headset and stuff. So I joined, made the account, joined. So I was using my phone for a minute, and eventually would get my headset. So, you know, met Mike and everybody and stuff, and I caused a lot of video moments to happen with Mike.
You know what? It actually reminds me.
Damn it,
Matt. I would stream myself playing the game by myself, and like I wasn't really paying attention to the Discord at the time because, like I said, I'd only hop in to play with Krim and stuff like that, Paragon, kind of thing, right? I'd occasionally type in the chat, and then I was streaming one time, and then I guess, you know how on Discord it'll show like someone streaming. I guess Matt saw that, and then he clicked on my stream, and he's like, "Yo, bro, have you heard my new song?" I'm like, "Who's this guy?" And then I click on him, and I see he followed TBH and stuff like that, and I'm like, "Oh, are you from the Discord?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Hey, listen to my song," and it was, fuck, which one was it? It was like one of his first.
Was it North Korea?
Fuck North Korea. Yeah, fuck North Korea. There we go. I heard that. I'm like, this guy's a lunatic. Like, there's something wrong. Like, I was dying of laughter listening to that. And then he started talking, like, I had Drake playing. He's like, "Are you a Drake fan?" I'm like, "I guess so." Like, I'm from Canada. And we started talking about Drake and OVO and that kind of stuff. Our favorite albums, all that kind of thing, you know? Yeah. So Matt was also one of the first people I really, really met. So
yeah,
it's been a couple years.
Yeah, overall it's been about almost 4 years now.
It's pretty interesting, man. Like the fact that we just met through some random guy streaming on Twitch and like built a community out of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, now my life's fucked up.
I mean, you fucked your own life up, bro. You're the one quitting jobs over.
I don't know about that.
Hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm not even the same part of the country as you. I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, and you're responsible for like 3% of my life being garbage.
How? Give me one example.
Huh?
Give me one example.
Do I have to go through this?
Yes.
I would very
All
much appreciate it.
All right. Like what happened last night when you embarrassed me in front of everybody? And
I was talking to someone about something very serious, and then I look in the chat and I see you talking shit saying, "Where you at, pussy? You still trash at Tekken. That's why you'll never be good at League of Legends, bitch." And he's saying all this wild stuff to me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I was just trying to get you to hop in the chat, and but then you came in, and then you went off, and then I'm looking stupid.
Because you are. Like, that was the point.
Made yourself look stupid. Right. The funny thing is, Decept, after you said that shit to him, he's like, "I'm being attacked. What did I do to deserve this?" And then he posts a screenshot, and like Shiro's like, "Oh, I was wondering why Decept did all that shit. Now I see. It all makes sense now."
Yeah,
I'm like, it was totally called for.
Yeah, I was like, let me put this for context so everyone understands. I'm not just randomly going belligerent against them. I'm like, no, he said these things, and I waited because I was talking to him about something.
Yeah, this isn't true. You can't prove it.
What do you mean we can't prove it?
Okay, I can't prove it.
Chill out. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about.
You added me and said you're shit. You'll never be good in League. You're trash. Hecking too pussy.
It looks like you're just like making stuff up as you go. But anyway, let's move on to the next topic.
Something else you mentioned this episode. You said we're in like, you guys are in different like states basically. The cool thing is about the Discords we're in, we have someone like from each part of the world, which is really cool. Like I'm from Canada. Most of them are from the US, and then we have people living in Europe.
People from Africa. We've got people living in Canada. People that are from Eastern Europe. People that are robots that pretend to be Canadian. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting people.
People from Germany.
We gotta let the stream meet Bourbon. We gotta let the podcast meet Bourbon one day.
Yeah.
No.
There's a lot of interesting characters in it.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
And
we're mostly what do the people say? We're mostly what's that word? Urban.
Urban. We're minorities. We're not. Most of us aren't white.
Yeah. Even though minorities are kind of taking over, but you know.
What'd you say? What'd you just say?
I said minorities are taking over. So now we're the majority.
Taking over what?
The world. You never heard that song? Cause we taking over one city. Cause we taking over. Anyway, we're mostly black. There's some white people in here.
Shiro said the jail system. What?
We got a couple of white people here, black people, and then we have some others. I don't really know the specifics. Yeah, white and black.
But to bring it back to that point where it's like, you know, we're all from different parts of the world and we all met through Twitch streamer, we would have probably never met each other if it wasn't for those Twitch streamers, which is pretty cool. And say what you will about them these days, I have my own personal opinions, but like, it's pretty cool that we were able to meet people through those kind of communities. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
shout out to them for that.
Yeah.
And sometime in the future, we're all having a Konami meetup. I don't know where it's gonna be exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be somewhere cheap because somebody cannot pay for anything because he has no job and he's a filthy roach.
What are you talking about?
The one I heard roach.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say roach. I know who he's talking about.
We might have to go up to we might actually have to go there instead of bringing anywhere, but you know.
He's not
we're gonna have a
we might have to do that. Actually, is the thing that I thought. I'm
gonna meet up with Matt at LTX. I think or somewhere similar. I don't know yet.
What is LTX?
Linus Tech Tips Expo. I think it's in Vancouver.
He has an expo.
Yeah, it's like
what do you do there?
Basically, he gets all these vendors and all that kind of stuff, and they throw a bunch of events at the place. So it's not just about him. It's like basically PC gaming and all that kind of stuff in a big clump. Like they did this year, they did VR RC racing, which is really cool. And then a few years ago, they did like a 100 people LAN party for like PUBG, I think, which is interesting. But yeah.
You think Matt's gonna meet you up there?
I doubt it, but you know, that's what he wants to do. We'll see.
I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, the first thing you're gonna do is drop kick him and whatever.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I've told Matt this from the start. He pisses me off a lot, so if I ever meet him, I'm gonna drop kick him.
Shout out Matt, bro. He's a cool
for all
guy.
the shit he's done, you know. But he's still a cool dude. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
I'm loving it.
Fuck it. Wait, you seen Spider-Man, right?
Which one?
Homecoming? Oh wait,
Second.
no. Far from
Yeah,
Home.
no one.
No, I haven't seen that. I don't plan on seeing that
It
either.
drops. I'm gonna watch it on Tuesday. It drops on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to watch it. I've
Did
been
you see it already?
a big Spider-Man fan for a long time. So
Did you see it already? The clip, or you just?
it's not out.
It isn't.
No.
Oh. I mean, I don't really care for the movie. Tom Holland's an idiot.
Okay, well, that answers my question.
Wait, why is he an idiot?
Why you don't want to see it?
What do you mean? Why is he an idiot?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna answer that. He's an idiot.
For what
Wait,
though?
you're
What did
not
he
gonna
do?
answer.
You can't have these hot takes and not give us explanations on.
Yeah, like
You know, actually, I'll take that back. He's not an idiot. He just looks like a muffin.
he looks like a what?
He looks like a muffin. His head's shaped like a muffin without the wrapper.
What?
Dakota, what does that mean? Just out of curiosity, like he looks like a muffin.
His head's shaped like a muffin.
What muffin you seen that has hair and dressed up like Spider-Man?
Oh, okay, never mind. What's wrong with your cam?
Oh yeah, hold on, I'm fixing it.
Damn, nigga, your room is messy.
That's my desk you're looking at.
Is it? I can't
Yeah, it's upside down and stuff. Oh, I got you. But why do you hate him so much? You have like a
I
real
don't
like.
hate him.
You just said he's stupid.
I like what was the first Spider-Man? What's his name?
Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire's a better Spider-Man.
Whoa, no.
You better not say Andrew Garfield is.
No, Andrew. Hey, shout out to Ryu for the 25 bits.
What's up, Ryu? Ryu has long hair. Shout out to him. I think.
But no, I like to disagree. However, I rule out Maguire. Don't even count in Spider-Man.
I mean, Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland are playing two different Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Because one is, you know, an adult, whereas the other one is a grown teenager who's just becoming Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas the other one, you know, we see him in adulthood, he freaking proposes
became a
to Mary
Spider-Man
Jane.
as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, it's so fucking.
Wait, but he's in high school during the movie, in the first movie.
No, he is? Yeah.
Yes.
But he goes to college right after, right?
No.
He was in. See, that's. I think him as an adult was better than him as a teenager.
I liked his stuff. I liked his movie.
He just didn't seem like a teenager, you know what I mean? Whereas
he didn't seem like that.
Tom Holland plays a better teenager.
Tom Holland screams angsty teenager. That's just who he is.
Yeah.
Like, even though he's 20.
He's literally like, he just like turned, what, 22, something like that?
Yeah.
So like, he's been there like not that long. Like, he knows exactly what it's like to be a teenager, you know, growing up, going through high school and then transitioning to college right after, you know? Because that's basically what his character is doing. I mean, plus we never really saw Tobey Maguire do anything really with the role, because he's mainly just in New York, you know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas Tom Holland, now he's gonna be going to different places and showing a little bit more responsibility than what Tobey Maguire showed, you know what I mean? Because now he is bouncing school with the weight of. If you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, you should probably just mute the stream or the podcast right now.
It's not. Well, yeah, you can mute it if you haven't seen it.
But the weight of losing Tony Stark, like it's a big burden now, because somebody has to fill those shoes, and it's pretty big shoes. You know what I mean? So, him taking that massive responsibility is going to be really interesting to see, because you don't really see that with any of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, and you damn well didn't see it with
we really couldn't before
Amazing Spider-Man
of Sony, Disney, Marvel thing. It's only been recently that it's something we're gonna get a lot more, seeing as I think they're working on more so than. If you think about it, they're gonna run Symbiote.
Yeah.
Venom. People that they.
And this stuff is staying that I'm saying is basically just based on the cinematic universe. Like, I don't read comics. I know a little bit of what happens in the comics. Like, another person we met through Discord, he showed me a couple of comics to read to learn more about Spider-Man and all that kind of stuff. Because of the events of Endgame, it kind of opens up possibilities for what the next movies are going to be about and that kind of stuff. So I was really curious. That's when I started reading a little. And then you see, for example, in the comics, Peter Parker reveals his identity to everyone as part of the civil situation where, you know, the heroes basically have to kind of report to the government now, and they have to be like registered. So it's going to be really interesting what they do with the series now altogether in terms of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't think they're gonna go the route like maybe revealing Peter Parker's identity or anything like that, or Spider-Man's identity, I should say. But it should be really interesting to see what happens.
True. I feel that.
Yeah, so basically, if you want a movie recommendation, don't go see Spider-Man Home, whatever that garbage is called. Go see Toy Story 4, and go see Midsommar. I don't know if Midsommar is good, but
have you seen? Okay, so don't talk about Midsommar. Have you seen Hereditary?
No, but I've got it spoiled.
Wait, Midsommar? What, is that by the same people?
Huh? Yeah, it's by the same people.
Yeah, it's by the same person. My mic is cutting out.
Is this a new movie?
Yeah,
it's by the people who made Hereditary. Yeah.
So is it a horror movie?
Yeah. It's a horror movie,
it's
but
a thriller,
it's like,
I thought.
It's like a horror movie thriller.
Danny and Christian are a young American couple with a relationship on the brink of falling apart. But after a family tragedy keeps them together, the grieving Danny invites herself to join Christian and his friends on a trip to a midsummer festival in our Swedish village. Okay, this already sounds.
Usually European villages are kind of scary. So
the second they said remote Swedish village, I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna be an interesting. But this seems to be like the same concept as Hereditary, where You know, there's something paranormal at play, but at the same time, it's it's the reality of life and you know, all that kind of stuff. Remember what was that Netflix show we watched, Tyrone?
Haunting of Hill House.
The Haunting of Hill? Yeah, it's literally the same concept. There's something paranormal happening, but at the same time, it's like a dysfunctional family, and the real like tragedy and horrors like that, the real life events that happen, where compared to paranormal stuff, you know what I mean? Because in Hereditary, the children were being abused, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I kind of want to see this movie now. I don't know if I want to see it in theaters though.
Is it a horror movie?
I'm going to see it. I might be going to see it in theaters, seeing as though I got a free movie ticket. When I went to a movie theater around here, like last year, I went with a friend of mine and a friend of his to go watch anime movie, Mary and the Witch's Flowers, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Really good movie, but they forgot the subtitles for the first like.
Did you cry?
Say 8 minutes. No, I didn't cry. It wasn't like a sad movie.
Oh, okay. I just remember you cried the last time we watched the anime movie.
Listen. Okay.
Which one?
It was
Is it the one with the deaf
The
girl?
Shape of Voice.
Yep.
Yeah, it was that one. That one.
That one was sad, bro.
That was really sad. It was really sad. Because I understood. I understand.
What?
I understood because the message a movie can convey to the person. I understood the message and I got it, and it related to me in some way. I could understand what he was going through as a person. Even though it's just drawings and figures, the message that the creator, the director wanted to paint, the message that he wanted to get across was still there.
Wait, Dakota, I have a question for you. You've never watched a movie or a show or anything that hit you?
Hell no.
Like emotionally?
I mean,
ever.
Emotionally, but I didn't cry because I literally spelled this word for me. P-U-S-S-Y.
Wow. My feelings are kind of hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't cry on video.
I'm not saying you have to cry. I'm just saying like nothing made you emotional.
No.
People take out their emotions different ways.
No.
Bro, do you have a soul?
I'm rock solid. Of course I have a soul, kid.
Your voice ain't rock solid. I can tell you that much.
Hey, yo, Purple's in here. And Purple's in here. We were talking about you just a few minutes ago, bro.
Yeah, Purple's
you were the first person I met in the Discord, bro. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
See, he said I almost cried to Toy Story 4 today. See, there's nothing wrong with that.
Who said that?
It makes you emotional. It makes you emotional.
Who said that?
Bro, I think that's a good sign of storytelling. Like if something can make you emotional,
can make you cry.
What?
Maybe it's a good sign of storytelling, or maybe it's just a good representation of your character. You're literally a pussy.
Wait, let me understand this. So it's okay for it to make you feel something, but it's not okay if it makes you feel something to the point that you cry. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, Dakota.
Well, you can't control emotion.
Like, okay,
I know that, but like you can control your feelings.
If their aim was to make you cry, then and they make you cry.
I don't think that's the whole objective of.
Well, obviously not the whole objective, but if their aim is to make you feel something and be sympathetic with the character and really tug at your heartstrings, and they do that, and your reaction is to cry, whether or not that was their intention, they still nailed it. So why is that?
I understand if like you literally have a vagina.
Dakota is what's wrong with the black community.
You have ovaries.
You sound like you have these things.
Purple said Dakota is what's wrong with the black community and why black people don't talk about their mental issues.
There you go, right?
Purple, you're
okay, Dakota. Let's not say crying. So let's say you watch a scary movie and it makes you like really creeped up, scared.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
But that's an emotional you're displaying some emotions physically. That's the same thing as crying. What's the issue?
Like if you scream.
Nah, sorry. I just can't understand it. Like I've never cried during. I've been scared during a movie. I've never cried.
Wouldn't that make you more of a pussy?
You know what?
Yeah,
I have an idea.
Scared of something that's fictional.
That makes you more of a pussy.
I have an idea. Give me a saddest movie you've ever seen, and I'll watch it. And if I cry, then I'll take it back.
You know what? We
Okay.
gotta make him watch.
We'll
Have you seen The
link
Pursuit of
this movie,
Happiness?
and then the next, hold up. So we'll link you the movie. You watch it fully. Next podcast, you're gonna give us a review on it, and you have to be completely honest because sometimes you bullshit, Dakota. So I don't know. Are you gonna give us a real honest opinion if it made you emotional to the point where you want to cry?
If it made me,
Or at least the point where you wanted to cry, or like something. I'm not saying like you have to, just to the point where like, oh, I can understand why people cried here.
Oh, the camera's still messed up. Yeah.
I mean, just let it lag, man.
I will never understand why people can cry in a movie. Watch it.
Okay, we'll find you a movie because there are plenty of movies that.
And it can't be bad. It can't be a bad movie that's just sad for the sake of being sad. It actually has to be a good movie.
Well, if a movie is sad for the sake of being sad, then it's not gonna make you sad because if it doesn't build up to the character and the surrounding and the story, then like if you just throw out, oh, here's a bunch of bad stuff happening, it's like, okay, why should I care?
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't give me one of those movies.
Have you seen Pursuit of Happiness?
Yes, actually I have. I don't like.
And what did you think?
You don't like it?
Well, the movie was decent. It didn't make me cry though, because I saw it a long time ago. Like when I was like, what did it come out, like 2000?
Well, like 6, 7.
Yeah. I don't like.
Purple said Dakota's
like,
not gonna cry because first he wants to prove himself correct, and the movie might not hit him like it hits others.
That's another thing too. Like he's gonna go into the movie already thinking, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna try my best not to cry.
Yeah, because he's a big cheese, right? Big cheese doesn't display emotions at all.
I don't display any emotions except anger and distraught. If that's an emotion, I don't know.
Man,
Yo, but why are you like this?
distraught. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, yo?
You are emotionally ignorant, sir.
That man's really said only exhibit 2 emotions.
Purple said distraught. Yeah, I don't know what you're on, Dakota.
Hey,
Yeah.
would you guys
Why
like to
those
move
two?
somebody up? Like have a guest?
No, it's up to you. Like you make that decision.
Dakota, I will say,
You gonna say what?
I don't understand. I'm gonna find a movie that's so heart like wrenching or something like that to the point where
Link me that.
you're gonna
that movie.
have.
Link me that anime movie. What was
It's
it
not gonna
called?
hit you the
Death Girl?
same. It's not gonna hit you the
Oh,
same.
If
Why
no,
not?
Tyrone, I think it'll hit him.
Wait,
Because
why wouldn't
like, okay,
I
the reason why I
sure.
understood what he was going through, like the character was going through, and like his breakthrough that he had, it was like kind of, at the time, it was answering some questions for myself that I didn't really understand myself about, like the feelings I was having about certain shit back then.
Okay,
and then
but-
it opened that door for me. That was why.
I'm gonna be honest,
happened.
that almost had me tearing up. That movie.
Yeah, that movie's
I don't
really
know
sad.
about
We can
you,
watch that.
but-
We can watch that after the podcast.
but-
Honestly,
I'm telling you, Dakota is not gonna watch that movie. And
boys. God damn.
Soy boys? Is that what you call them?
This, I understand what you're saying. I know exactly which part he's gonna chimp out at, and it's gonna be hilarious.
I promise you, he's not gonna show any ounce of like, oh, this is understandable. Oh, I feel for this.
Yeah, there's
He's
nothing
not
wrong with showing an
gonna-
emotion, man.
He's not.
Is that
gonna
what it is,
show
Dakota? You don't want to show. Seem
No, there's nothing wrong with showing emotion, but like if you cry during a movie,
no,
Nah.
but like you're showing an emotion that makes you seem sensitive and vulnerable. When you
Like-
when a grown man cries about a movie, that's showing vulnerability. You know what I mean? Is that what it is for
Actually, you know, women actually like that, right?
excuse me.
Women like vulnerability. From
Oh, so
men.
all women like vulnerability. All right.
Some of them
Look
do.
at us
They don't
generalize.
always. Okay, I'm saying there's women out there that like that. I'm not generalizing women. Don't do that to
You're
me.
all offended. Why are you getting offended, Dakota? Did he offend you? Why? You don't like
look
it?
here.
You don't like it
Look
when he
here.
speaks for you? You don't like it when
Look
someone-
here. Look here.
Look here,
Like
listen.
the movie. I'll literally watch it tomorrow, right?
Uh,
And on the next podcast, I'll let you know what I think. And if I shed a tear, which will 100% not happen, I'll let you know.
Are you saying that because you're 100%
There's literally
it,
nothing you
it
can
won't
do there.
happen, or you're gonna make sure it doesn't happen?
No,
Which-
I'm literally gonna go in with a blank face.
You're gonna go in with a blank mind, an open mind. You're gonna watch it with no sort of.
I'm
What's the
literally
word?
gonna take I'm gonna take LSD before I watch the movie, so I don't think of anything but the movie.
Wait,
I don't know which drug clears your mind, but like, is it not PCP?
I don't think that's
DMT.
the one.
I'm gonna take some DMT, clear my mind.
DMT.
Look it up, kid. And I'm gonna
Right.
watch the movie.
I'm actually about to look this up. So I don't know what that is.
A what
Yeah.
T?
DMT drug. Let me look this up.
DMT? I've never heard.
Oh, DMT.
It's illegal.
So
Alright. Is a chemical substance that occurs in many plants and animals and which is both a derivative and structural analog of tryptamine. It can be consumed as a psychedelic drug and has historically been prepared by various cultures for ritual purposes as an entheogen.
You want to know what it is, Decep?
Why would you want to take this?
It's a
not gonna make him
hallucinogenic.
focus. Yeah, why? That's not gonna make him focus.
DMT is like shrooms. It actually, in a way, it does help people focus after the initial trip of DMT, of like shrooms and stuff like that. And we're just now being able to get into the legitimacies of that practice of using DMT and mushrooms and psychedelics and stuff like that for psychoanalysis treatment. But
Okay.
other than that, we don't really have much of that.
Okay, scratch that. Do you think Dakota is gonna focus if he's on that?
Honestly, yeah. If it,
I doubt that.
I feel
doubt
like
it.
it would be very transformative.
All right, you know what?
for
I
him.
just won't take it. You know what? Instead of doing
How long
that,
do you,
I'll just
how long
meditate
have you been doing that?
for 15
You'll
minutes.
meditate.
How
What,
long have
by
you been
staring at the
doing
sun?
Yeah, I'll sit in the
Go
sun.
ahead.
I'll meditate for 15 minutes.
No, stare at the sun. I said stare, because you know.
Yeah, I'll stare at the sun for an hour if you want me to, idiot.
Okay.
Are you Superman? Like, what the fuck is wrong with? Like, let's talk about that. You genuinely said you stare. So Dakota said he stares at the sun.
Bro, like
You stare at the sun.
absorbs it through his eyes.
And you absorb the sun through your eyes. Why do you do that, Dakota?
Because it helps me relax.
Get cornea damage? Like, what?
Listen, everybody, if you have...
Do you put on sunglasses or something? That shit.
No, I don't put on sunglasses.
You just you bare stare at the sun
Yeah,
with your bare eyes.
with my bare eyes.
No sort of UV protection.
No, I go out there.
Do you wear glasses by any chance?
Actually, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you think that has to do with anything with you staring at the sun?
No.
No, because I was wearing glasses before I started staring at the sun.
Yeah.
And when did you start?
Has your vision gotten worse?
No.
When did you start staring at the sun?
What was it, 2 years ago? I haven't actually stared at it in a while, but
Okay. Can you explain to me the train of thought that led to
This
you
is a real
to
conversation.
stare at the sun? Because I'm really curious. Because I want to know what went on through your mind to make you decide, hey, that's it. I'm gonna start staring at the sun now.
all right.
What
well,
sort of evidence do you
yeah.
have to prove?
Oh, hold up. Let's not bring evidence. Come on now.
What do you
No,
mean?
no, forget the statistics. I'm not trying to pull that up. It's what time is it? Like it's 1 a.m. You guys are on my ass.
You said you stare at the sun.
For health benefits. What kind of benefits does it give you?
Look it
one-
up yourself.
It's one thing if you say you go outside and you in the sun, like when it's sunny out for vitamin D and all that. That's fine. But they explicitly say do not look at the sun directly.
They who?
Doctors, like,
Doctors? What doctors?
okay, hold on.
See, this is exactly what you guys are doing to me.
All right, I mean,
Are we really looking up evidence?
No, we're not doing this. Just if you want to
With
know
enough
about, if you
damage
want
to
to know
the
about sun
with
gazing,
enough damage to the retina.
Look
though,
it
so you gotta-
Sun gazing? That's the
Partially
official term?
that's the official term, sun gazing.
I heard of stargazing, but I never heard of sun.
Oh no,
gazing.
I've actually heard of sun gazing. It's like you look at like colors and stuff like that.
How to sun gaze safely. So sun gazing, the benefits. Let me read these up. Decrease in appetite, weight loss. Increased production of serotonin and melatonin. More psychic powers. And increase intuition.
I don't know about any
Alright,
psychic
let
power.
me keep reading. Improve eyesight and vision. More energy and vitality. Increase sex drive and stamina. Raise consciousness and awareness. Recalcify the pineal gland.
Pineal.
What is the source of this?
Pineal. Jesus Christ.
Yo, Shiro.
Pineal.
So you out here following the Superman workout plan, the health plan, the diet?
This shit literally has more psychic powers and increased intuition. What kind of psychic powers do you
What
get
is the
from
name
staring
of
at
the
sun?
website that you're getting this from? What is the
So
website?
here, SLE.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, here's a question. Dakota, how long do you stare at the sun for? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, so if I were to actually do it, I would stare at it. Maybe. Oh my God. Hold on. I would do it for maybe about, let's say 5 to 10 minutes. I'd say, give or take, give or monkey. Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes. I don't really know how long I'm supposed
Like
to.
when you say 5 to 10 minutes, you mean like you take breaks in between those, or you look directly at the sun for 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah, have you ever done it before?
Like I could understand you being in the sun because that makes sense. You're getting vitamin D from the sun, but physically staring at the sun,
Yeah.
bro. From time, optometrists tell us don't look at the sun because it can damage your retina.
Yeah, that's what they say, but like I don't believe everybody because I'm not brainwashed.
Doctors.
Wait,
Do you
I don't-
stare
I
at the
don't-
sun
I don't-
directly or indirectly? Like which direction?
Doctors.
You stare
Wait, what do you
directly
mean?
at the sun,
Yes, directly at it. I look at that hoe.
and like when you look away, you don't see something like fucking burning into your eye.
No, because
Just
like,
like we try to
okay,
say.
let me tell you my first experience.
Okay, let's hear your first.
My first experience staring at the sun was basically when I was working in. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. I was basically working somewhere and it was really hot.
Right.
So
Okay.
I just decided to start staring at it,
Yeah.
and like it did hurt my eyes, but after a while, it didn't hurt anymore, and I got used to the.
Wait. Did you stare at it with the knowledge that there
Yeah,
are health
yeah.
benefits?
Yeah.
Okay, so you read up on it and then you start staring at it. Have you physically noticed a difference?
No, because I haven't been doing it often.
But
But
when you
I
did it,
realized-
did you physically notice some sort of difference in terms of health benefits? Did you notice your sex drive increasing, or your
No, 'cause
stamina,
I'm pretty
or
sure
your
you have-
or your weight loss appetite?
What is the point of you staring at the sun then if you didn't notice anything? Dakota, I like how you said.
Listen, okay, it's like you guys just completely ignore what I
like
said. I said I haven't been doing it long enough to know anything.
So how long? Okay. How long do you need to do it to notice
I don't
the
know.
benefits?
I don't.
All right,
know.
guys. Next podcast, everybody stare at the sun for 3 days.
Okay, no, I don't recommend that.
Coming back. What do you mean? Wait. Why don't you?
We got to do that.
No, I don't recommend everybody do that.
I do.
Why? Why?
Do
Good.
it.
Is it possible that it's gonna damage our eyes? Is that why?
It's possible, yeah.
No, I have these on for a reason. This isn't for show.
Not everybody has the same eyes, I would say. So
Mhm.
I wouldn't recommend. That's like saying it's like telling a white person to go out into the sun and stay out there for 3 days, as opposed to a black person. Like
Purple
the white
said,
person's gonna get some skin cancer.
Purple said, hold up, what if it's just a hobby?
What if what's just a hobby? Staring at the sun?
I guess, yeah.
If it doesn't have health benefits for everyone,
Then that's not a hobby.
let's just say it can
I'm
be
gonna try to break this down. Okay, let's say I want to transition to a vegan diet, right?
right.
I already know going into it there are health benefits. You cut out red meat, which is a leading
Cut out
cause of
every
cancer.
meat.
Well, red meat specifically is the leading cause of cancer, right? Correct?
Correct.
So cutting that out and transitioning to a vegan diet has health benefits for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
what benefit does staring at the sun have to everyone?
No, that's universal. Like,
It
guaranteed.
has to be
One more
like
minute, we're
for
gonna
something
add
to have
somebody.
benefits and for you to do it, it has to be universal. Like for example, exercising on a regular basis, that has health benefits for everybody because that's universal, right?
No, not necessarily.
What do you mean?
There's a whole bunch of factors. Like, let's say a fat person wants to run like a mile, but they can't run a mile. It's gonna be damaging to them because they can't actually physically do it. They might hurt themselves.
But I'm saying exercising in general. I'm not saying running. I'm saying exercising in
It's
general.
a general
to
term
stay
that takes
fit.
to a very specific thing,
Yeah.
specific situation, which doesn't apply to everybody.
All right, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
You get me? So how how is staring at the sun beneficial for some people
to
and
other
not?
people? I really don't want to go into this, but yeah, let's just skip over. I really don't want to go into this.
Can't
No, I can, but I just don't want to.
go into it.
No, I don't want to.
Why you acting
It
like
seems like you have some baseless. How do I describe this? Like, I don't mean to get on you, Dakota, but like it really
You
doesn't
calling me
make
stupid,
sense.
huh?
I'm not calling you stupid.
You're
I'm
calling
just
me
saying it
stupid.
doesn't
Hey, yo,
make
what's up?
sense.
Wait, I like the part real quick.
Especially with the fact that you're not giving
I
us
noticed,
proper reasoning.
You're
Alien.
calling me an idiot.
Yeah.
I liked in the beginning of his story where he said, "I stared at the sun and it hurt at first, and then it didn't."
And then it didn't anymore. Yeah. Have you had a vision test since
I want to
then?
be like, yeah, that's your eyes being destroyed. That's why you don't feel anything.
Have you,
Huh?
Dakota? Have you had a vision test since then? Like an eye,
Oh,
eye exam?
yeah. I've had an eye. I don't remember the last time it was, but last time I went, my eyesight's been the same. It hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed. Did the doctor say your eyes are healthy?
Well, I wouldn't say she said they were healthy, but when
Oh,
she
right.
said they have,
Yes,
my
it
sight
is,
hasn't
sir.
changed since I've been there.
Okay, but like usually when they go there, they don't just check your eyesight. They
Yeah.
also check your iris and all that kind of stuff to see if there's any damage to your eye. Because there's like this special, I'm sure you had it, where it's like this special liquid that they drip into your eye.
Oh
And
yeah.
they have you blink. It's like this
Yeah,
orange
fuck
thing,
that
right?
garbage. I don't know what that stuff is. but
That
I'm
shit
pretty sure
always
it's
tears me
my
up, regardless. So
Yeah,
she
I don't
didn't
like
say there's anything wrong with your eye.
No.
Okay. I don't know.
Look,
I personally think it seems moronic to stare at the sun, especially due to the fact that
Oh yeah, and the Earth is flat.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No.
Hey, we don't want any flat earthers around here. That's all I gotta say. That was a joke. The Earth's not flat.
What if they donate to?
No, take your money, keep it. I don't want flat Earth money.
All right, if you're a flat earther and you would like to donate, I'll leave a link to my PayPal in the video description once this gets
We
uploaded.
just want you to know you're an idiot.
It's going towards
Dakota feels that way. Dakota
it's
feels
going
that way.
towards causes to show that the Earth is flat. It's going to help fuel the exhibition to go to the South Pole to see if the world is actually flat.
Yeah, they'll fall off the edge, you know.
Yeah, they're going to essentially get as close to the edge as they possibly can. I want to we want to get them with the best equipment possible to film their experience in the climate that they're going to be in.
Oh yeah, Purple, you're up here now.
So the Konami trip is to see if the Earth is flat now.
I guess so. I guess we should go see if the Earth is flat.
Oh,
Alright,
my
that's the
mic
case,
was
I'm pushing
unplugged. I
you
was
off
talking
the
this entire time.
All right, go ahead, Purple.
I just wanted to
So-
say mic check. That's all. I'm just listening. That's all.
Okay.
You guys are in the presence of intellectual Purple, Professor Purple, I guess. So I'm just listening.
So PP.
Yeah.
Professor PP.
All right,
My
Dakota.
bad for interrupting.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We
but
brought
the
you
Earth
up here to
isn't
talk.
flat, round. Keep your BS.
All right, so let's ask this. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. How many of y'all are excited for Cyberpunk 2070?
Oh yeah, I'm getting that for free. Hey yo, Steam, get scammed. You're stupid.
Y'all are still. Dakota, you're
to be
a bad
honest, I'm
move.
indifferent to Cyberpunk right now, just
Wait,
because
I want to know why.
it seems to be like it seems like it'll be a good game. It's just I'm not super hyped like most people are, because I feel like most of the hype that it's coming from is because of Witcher. You know what I mean? Because they developed The Witcher, they must be good devs. You know what I mean? So
I mean,
until I see the game and until I like actually play it, I'm gonna reserve judgment.
I 100% agree.
As of right now, I'm very indifferent towards the hype because
I think. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, it's okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think it's what Deus Ex wanted to be but couldn't deliver, or a better version in a better world made by
A
the
better
people who
company.
made The Witcher. Which, yeah, they made The Witcher, but I think they can pull this through too. Because I mean, they've been working on this for a long time. I mean, remember that trailer that they came out with forever ago? Like I remember, that was fucking. Let me search up how long ago that fucking trailer came out.
That was 4 years ago.
No, it was longer than 4
Wow.
years. Hold up.
Yeah, but I agree with Alien because for those of you who aren't in the gaming industry, like games have been disappointing for a very long time, and the devs try to get you to pre-purchase the garbage, and it just turns out to be stupid.
6 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they've been
Speaking
working on
of
this game forever.
pre-ordering, that's another funny point because
Thanks.
as you know, freaking CD Projekt Red is as like a freaking savior towards for PC gamers in the PC master race, quote unquote. This is the same community that shuns people from pre-ordering games. They're against microtransactions, all that shit. You know, they go on rants on Twitter, looking stupid. The funniest thing is, as soon as they saw Keanu Reeves and CD Projekt Red announce a collector's edition, guess what they all did? Well, I don't want to say all of them, but they started pre-ordering the game. I think that's a bit hypocritical. Like,
Wait, say it again.
how do you pre-order a
collector's
game when
There's a
you're
collector's
against?
edition?
Yeah,
Of
like they're
course.
pre-ordering collector's editions for the game, but they're against pre-ordering, which doesn't make sense.
Shiro said they didn't officially.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't know that.
They officially did once the. I mean, for me, I'm not excited at all. Cause for one, I haven't finished Witcher. I'm still like at the very beginning.
What the
Two, I
fuck?
never was excited for The Witcher. I only got it because it was super cheap. And at the time, I had my little gaming laptop, and I knew I couldn't run it. But everybody would say, "Oh, just grab it for when the day you come, you can get a PC that plays it." I was like, "All right," but like, I don't care nothing about The Witcher. I really don't care about Cyberpunk. So if it's bad, I'm gonna laugh. If it's good, that'd be great. But I don't care. I'm not investing in this in any way whatsoever. I am indifferent.
Like, don't get me wrong, Witcher 3 is a great
Yeah,
game.
looks
I just
interesting.
don't think
I
it's the game people like make it out to be. It's like the top game they've ever played, all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
It's
I will
like
say-
it's a great game. Like, I'll say that
You
much.
see,
You know what I mean?
I fell
poster,
into the-
advertisement was dope.
I fell into the hype of Star Citizen. Like, don't get
Oh,
me
no.
wrong.
That's different.
I did too.
I know it's different, but like it's
Oh, I
made
did.
it's put a permanent stain with game companies into my heart. Like I can't trust anything until I actually see it. So like a part of
What
me
game
feels
did
like
they make before that?
I don't know.
I don't think did they make anything? They might have, but I don't think.
Yeah,
But I still play it. I still play it every once in a while, but I haven't put in that much
You
money
can
into
actually play it.
Yeah.
The frame rate doesn't screw you over.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it crashed like once.
Is the frame rate better though? Like you actually do stuff.
I mean, I have a good PC, so the frame rate really isn't like too bad. It's like playing.
I think the last time I
Capcom on a
booted that game
PS4.
up,
It's like playing on a PS5. That's not.
I think the last time I booted that game up was like 2017, and I
Well,
just like stopped after.
That's
that.
besides the point. Like, it's just like I put money into that, thinking that it was gonna be something great, and
Right.
it was gonna
That's
be
different.
That's
Like,
fair.
don't,
I get
don't
it's
get me
different,
wrong, like,
but like it's just like I'm still have my my like that hesitation to
which is
believe
good.
into
It's
games.
good to have skepticism, like reasonable skepticism. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is early access
CD
in
Projekt
China.
Red does have a good track run of games. Like, they make decent games. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna get hyped over a 10-minute or 20-minute fucking gameplay trailer, or however long it was. You know what I mean?
32.
I'd rather get the game in my hands, try it out for myself, avoid all the hype of people hyping it up on the couch just because they developed Witcher 3 good, all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's good to have that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not unbiased opinion, like just kind of like a clear mind going into something.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
I'm just happy. I mean, I'm never hyped for anything. So like, when I saw this, like, I'm excited because I'm just like, I don't even care what it is. I just want to see a game be good, and I think they're gonna make a good game. And if it doesn't end up being good, then
I think I like that poster that was on Twitter.
which one?
With,
Oh yeah, the
the
one that
ground, yeah.
everybody got mad over.
Yeah, that was a great poster. That should
I
be
don't,
fire.
I don't know the poster.
The one with
Yeah,
the
I don't
kid,
know.
it will grow with a dick.
What?
I didn't. Whoa.
Yeah.
What?
It
Link?
was fire, bro.
Yeah, link it please. Cause
Oh,
Of course you would bring it.
He needs some material to beat off to later. That's what.
I you gotta relax.
Like that. Make me
You
wanna
gotta
get the game.
relax.
Like if you could, my only question is, can I have the characters in the game?
Oh shit! I forgot Shiro was.
Like Is it like Mass Effect where I can romance certain people and stuff and have interactions with them?
Okay, kid.
Long Beach Deception.
It is interesting for sure though. But yeah, like to bring it back to my point though, like I just found it hilarious that people were actually pre-ordering the game, the collector's edition. But it's like the same community that shuns it. That's just hilarious to me.
I've
like,
never pre-ordered a game.
Why do you make an exception for
What's
them?
the point of pre-ordering?
No, there's no point. You're literally paying for nothing. Like, get scammed, idiots. Like, whoever pre-orders stuff, you need a brain transplant.
I used to pre-order Call of Duty games when I was in middle school and high school.
Like,
I don't care if you pre-order or not. I will say one thing. If you pre-order games on Amazon, they don't actually charge your cards. So if you pre-order something on Amazon, over time, if the game ever gets discounted, you'll get that discount. So
like the only
thing
reason
is,
to pre-order
doesn't get
something is if it's gonna run out, and you're not gonna run out of a fucking video game.
a video game, yeah.
All right, I found it.
Like my one friend, he pre-orders games on Amazon a lot, just because one, he has Amazon Prime. Two, he knows like there's gonna be discounts on games that he knows he's gonna pick up anyways. Like for example, what game did he get? It was Destiny 2, I guess. On day one, games here in Canada cost $79.99. On day one, he got a copy of Destiny 2 for $50 basically. That because he pre-ordered on Amazon. And the thing is with Amazon is, like I said, if you pre-order something, it doesn't get charged to you until they ship it out, you know? So, but yeah. Otherwise, there's really no point because one, games are both digital and physical now. So if you wanted the game day one, you can just download it on your PS4 or PC, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? So literally no point. You could make a point for collector's edition, but at the same time, like, what if the game's garbage, or what if something happens to the developer? They start firing their writers and shit like that. It's like,
Or instead of buying collector's edition crap, you can just like save your money and actually spend it on maybe deodorant or like a toothbrush.
Oh my god.
Or something that like helps your hygiene, helps you get women, something like that.
helps you get women, yep. Because you have so many women. Anyways,
takes one to know one.
This is the last podcast I'm doing.
Oh man. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole pre-order thing and Cyberpunk in
I
general.
want cheese. All right, but that was a pretty good episode. This is the end of what's this shit called? Wastemans. I don't know. Did you make an outro?
No, I didn't.
All right, you lazy nigga. All right, we're gonna make an outro for the next episode. So once that continues, or once he got that, he got that. But thanks for coming through, Purple.
I will say, if you guys don't mind, please give us feedback. Like, Decept's gonna post the video on his channel, so give us feedback on it. Like, let us know what we can improve on, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about the show. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, like we said in the beginning, this is a show about nothing. We kind of talk about anything and everything. You saw we went from talking about Spider-Man to staring at the sun to pre-ordering, you know what I mean? So it's gonna bounce around a lot, which I think is the main idea for this podcast. But you know what I mean? If you guys can give feedback, that'd be great, because we're always gonna be looking to improve this show in one way or another. If you guys have suggestions for guests or anything like that, we'll see what we can do.
I have a
in
question.
terms of that. What's up, bro?
As a guest, is this podcast always going to be on this Twitch channel?
I don't know.
For now. For now.
For now, yeah. For now,
Very
yeah.
constructive.
Just shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
Wait. You know when the teacher makes you like critique other people's work?
Yeah.
Like, that's what that was a really nice observation you made there.
What are you about to say?
Don't worry about it. Just continue.
I know for sure I want the podcast to be on the Decep's channel. Just makes things easier. We already have the intro and all that kind of stuff, so Vic says, "Let my man's Dakota speak." Go ahead, Dakota. Vic wants to hear you.
How you doing, Vic? Vic's definitely gonna be a guest on the podcast for sure. Cause that man got the facts on the Jasmine rice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Wastemans Podcast. Let us know in the comment section below if we did good only, because you will get blocked if you say something negative about us.
I'll tell you what, don't listen.
Okay.
Like, we appreciate all feedback. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Just let us know what you liked about it, what you didn't like, all that kind of stuff.
And we have a lot more people than just Purple. We have a whole Discord of people. Like,
where do you want us to give your feedback?
Honestly, okay, just either you can leave comments on the YouTube channel or tweet one of us.
Wait, link that real quick.
We'll have all our Twitters for those of us who actually use Twitter and don't want to be fucking.
I don't use Twitter because I'm not a journalist.
Yeah. So we'll have the Twitters in the description if you guys want to add us. Also, if you're in the Discords already, you can message us on there too, but preferably on the YouTube channel or tweets. Best way to see that feedback, in my opinion.
Dakota, you need to make
just make a placement.
You need to make a placement Twitter and call it "I'm not a drone." Call it "I'm not a drone."
What 4-letter word did you just say? I need to make a Twitter. Is that gonna kill me if I don't?
Yeah. Yo, can you make a Twitter for me?
I thought you were trying to say Twitter was a 4-letter word. Honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you. I really thought you.
I did too. I didn't know where he was going with that.
Post the hell out of you, bro. You so lucky right now. Like, I genuinely.
Listen, I'm staying anonymous. If you want to hit me up, you're gonna have to find me, pussy.
Or you can go on Discord and look up Dakota PJ Sam at Dakota number 7947. You can do that too.
The big cheese.
Yeah, just look for.
Or if you're on League, he's Monkey CEO Big D.
I would just like to point out,
Twitch,
you have a League account.
What are you on Twitch, Dakota?
Am I on Twitch? I don't know.
Yeah, obviously. That's how you be commenting, remember?
I don't know my name. I always forget. It might be North Side of Dakota. I don't stream though, so if you want me to stream, oh well.
I'm sorry, you said okay. All right, but I'm linking everyone's Twitter in the chat, so any new people that don't know. Okay, well, Tyrone. All right, this is his stream. Why the hell am I? Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
You guys just did it for me. Good mods. Good mods.
Yeah. Stop dicing this man, Mr. Universe. And shit. What do you mean?
Yeah, like you see how they do me on the first podcast?
I didn't. You know he said your YouTube name, right?
I'm about to delete my YouTube.
He doxed you. You know that, right? Said your YouTube name.
You said it out loud, you wagon head.
An idiot.
All right, end the podcast before they give out my social and my address.
No. Oh yeah, he lives in Boston. I'm just playing. No, he lives at the bottom of a staircase.
Okay. Yo, stop.
Wow. Wow, y'all.
I think we have to end it there. Do you guys have any last words or anything like that?
Hey yo, I just have one last thing. We will have rotating guests from the server that aren't really guests, but they're guests, and we'll probably have actual guests that are guests, but we have guests coming in rotating.
Nigga, how many times you gonna say guest?
As many times as last year guest, I guess.
Okay. In terms of frequency of these podcasts, I think we'll try to do one a week. I think, hopefully, we'll be able to push one out one a week. And the goal is just to stay consistent, because consistency is the most important thing on YouTube and on Twitch. As long as we can stay consistent, we can make this a thing that can go.
It'd be cool if we do it if possible, like on the Sunday. That way, anything that happened during the week, just
This is exactly a test too.
Basically, at the butt end of the week, like today, it's the first day of free agency technically, so a bunch of stuff is going on in the NBA. And then we can talk about that next week if you want.
Yeah. I'm not gonna understand any shit, but yeah.
But I think I'm pretty much the only. Well, we can get a guest on here that knows a little bit more. That way, we have an insider, an outside looking in perspective, and
we could get more than one person who knows about it. We could get like 2 people.
Knows about what?
Yeah.
Basketball.
Oh, fuck basketball.
See, that's the point of getting 2 people.
Hey, if y'all talk about basketball, I'm gonna cut my mic off. I'm leaving for 30 minutes and I'll be back.
Oh yeah, we gotta get full. We have to get full. That's a good. I like that.
All right,
I'm
gonna cut it here. I'm gonna cut it here. Check everybody out on their socials. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Peace.
Bye. Have a bit of a night.
Emoji.
Actually, it's morning, but.
Oh my god, shut up.